Wagwan, my people. The 8 laws to making money. My 8 laws that I've learned over the last 3-4 years on my journey to making 50k a month, 60, 70. We're on the way there. We're on the way to the 6-figure months. All right, let's get into it. And yes, you must understand that money is directly correlated to living a good life. This is why rich people never give their money away. Don't sit there thinking money's evil, whatever. Money doesn't make you happy. Money gives you a good life. It gives you experience. It gives you the ability to impact and change the world in the ways that you want to. Law 1, attention is money. The first law is that attention is quite literally money. This is a quite simple concept to understand. The more attention you have, the more money you're going to make if you know how to monetize it correctly. If you see anyone with a ton of attention out there, you can just assume that they're printing money from it. Look at The Rock, look at Hormozy, look at Taylor Swift, look at Kylie Jenner, look at anyone who has a lot of attention for whatever reason. They're normally like a billionaire, and that's just how the world works. For example, the more eyes you get on your product, on the link in your bio, on your ads, on whatever, the more money you're going to make. It is really that simple. If you're a fitness influencer, for example, which there's tons of them, there's so many things that you can do other than just training in the gym that can get you a bunch of attention. You can do a sneako and get fucked up by a UFC fighter. You can do anything really. Train with girls, anything to get you more attention for you to eventually sell your product or whatever it may be. More eyeballs equals more money. Really, the only way to actually get attention as well is by posting content. If you never post content and you never put yourself out there, you can't really get attention. That means you can't really make that much money. More views equals more money. With obviously attention will come hate. You look at all the biggest guys, E-Man, Tate, they all get hate, but you make the sacrifice to get a little bit of hate in order to live a good life. You need the eyeballs. Hate comes with the territory. Who cares? It's never anyone worth listening to anyway. This is why it's also so important to have a personal brand, because a personal brand is attention. A personal brand is money. When you have a personal brand, people will trust you. They know you. They like you. You have trust, status, authority, and you get to make an impact and you get to make money. Very simply, law 1 is attention. Make sure you're trying to build attention. Attention equals cash. Law 2 is skill sets. The second law is skill sets. A lot of you are going to be watching this video asking, which business model should I start? I get asked all the time, what's the best business model, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, you shouldn't start a business because you do not have any skill sets. What is business? Business is taking your skill sets and using them to provide value to the marketplace. If you don't have skill sets, you don't have a business. You need to start with the fundamental skills. Sales and marketing are the best two to start with. Learn how to do those two. You'll be able to actually print by doing those two, but then you'll also have all the skills you need to actually start a business as well. You only really need to give something 100 hours of your time to literally be in the top 1% of that thing. If you give sales and learning how to sell 100 hours of your time, you're gonna be making a shitload of money. You don't need university, you don't need college. You can be in any starting position, come in, learn sales or marketing and print off it. You'll become a competent person. You'll get better at speaking. You'll get better at communication. You'll learn human psychology. You're going to be way more competent of an individual, but you're also going to be in a way better financial situation. This is literally what's going to make you rich. You can apply these skills in any business and make millions of dollars. Law 3 is vision. Vision is something that everyone has seen me speak about before, and it's something that I yap on about a lot, but I do it for a good reason. It's simply where like 99% of people go wrong. The only reason that I am where I am today is because I have such a strong vision of where I'm going, and every time I see someone fail, it can be tied back to their vision. Anytime people get lazy or complacent or give up, it's because they don't have the vision to keep tying themselves back to on a daily basis. You need to cast a vision and tie yourself back to that vision every single day. If you do not know where you're going, you cannot get there, and it's as simple as that. Proverbs 29:18 says that without vision, the people perish. The legit wisest man that ever lived said you need vision. So maybe listen. You'll really hear me say this and the wisest man ever say this, and you'll still sit there with no vision, no plan, no intention, and not get anywhere, and then have the audacity to ask yourself, why can't I get Every time I ask someone what their goals are, I get some retarded answer like, I want financial freedom. I want to be rich. Why do I yap about this? Why are you sick of hearing it? Because you need vision. Why? Because for you to be extraordinary and monumentally successful and literally have your ideal life, it's going to take lots of pain and suffering. And for that pain and suffering to be worth it, you need to actually have a vision so clear that it makes the pain and suffering worth it. Because every day you can tie yourself back to that vision. You need to be able to see your vision and be able to paint a picture clear enough and big enough that you can literally step into that shit. shit. If you don't do this, the pain and suffering isn't going to be worth it because you're not going to know why you're doing what you're doing, and you're going to end up getting the first little bit of resistance and you're going to fold like a Have you ever seen someone insanely successful and asked them, how'd you do it? And they go, oh, I don't know, just accident. Woke up one day and it somehow happened. No. Have you ever seen the biggest guy in the fight gym and gone, hey bro, how'd you get really good or really big? And they're gone, oh, I don't know, just ended up here. No, it's all intentional. It's all vision. It's all calculated. There's always a plan. And without a vision, there cannot be a plan. And without a vision and a plan, you cannot be successful. The reason I am in the position that I am in today is because I had a very clear, detailed plan from the very beginning. 2 years ago, I knew exactly where I would be today, and I painted the picture and I stepped into it. 2 years from now, I know exactly where I'm going to be. I'm painting the picture and I will step into it. You need to first see where you're going, then you can get there. If you can't see clearly where you're going, you're just going to walk in circles like an idiot. Law number 4, loyalty to your vehicle. What do I mean by this? I mean, don't have shiny object syndrome. It's simple. The only reason that I am successful today is because I picked something and I stuck to it for 2 years, putting consistent focus, putting consistent effort into one venture, one thing. I've seen so many people get success with something and go, I want to do this now, I want to do that now, and they eat and they stay poor forever. You can tell who's going to be successful and who isn't going to be successful by the level of their dopamine brain. People DM me and say, oh, I'm thinking about doing e-com, but I also thinking about doing OnlyFans agency and I also want to do this. Bruv, pick one and stick to it. Not OnlyFans. Pick a legit one and stick to it, because the people who want to do every other thing and keep switching every other month when they're not making 10K a month in their first month are the ones that eat shit. You need to stick to something for an extended period of time, go hard on a certain thing for you to actually get good enough for you to actually get good at the thing and then make money from it. Super important law, this one. Test a few things in your first month or two, but once you've done and you've failed and you've learned, then pick something and stick to it. For example, when I first started my journey, I tried to start at SMMA. I ate shit straight away because I didn't have any skills. What did I learn from that? I learned that I needed to develop a skill. I picked a skill and I stuck to it for 2 years. Now I'm here. All right. So you can up and you can learn in the beginning, but once you've got your thing, don't fucking switch up on it, especially once you've found success from it already. Law 5 is putting up shots. Understand that it literally does not matter what the fuck you do. You just need to be putting up shots. If you're taking sales calls, take more sales calls. If you're posting content, post more content. If you're shipping orders, ship more orders. If you're answering DMs, send more DMs. The only way you get good at something is by giving yourself that feedback loop, by doing a lot of the thing and allowing yourself to get really good at the thing. That gives you the feedback loop. It allows you to get good at the thing. The more you do, the better you get, the more money you make. It teaches you what performs well, what performs poorly, what content's good, what content's bad, what you're doing wrong on sales calls, what you're doing right on sales calls, what's good about your product, what's bad about your product. The more shots you put up, the more you're going to get in, the more you're going to miss, then you can recalibrate and do better. Law 6 is speed. Everything about business and life is simply about speed. How quickly do you implement the information that you are provided with? As you move through life, you're going to be provided with data sets and different information. The people who are successful are the people who implement the information that they intake as quickly as possible. The faster you do things, the faster you learn, the faster you get a feedback loop, the faster you improve, the faster everything happens, the faster you get to live the life that you want to live. Money loves speed. There's a reason people say this, because, for example, my mentor will tell 8 people to do the same thing. I will do that thing straight away. I'll implement it instantly. And the other people will take days thinking about it, asking people about it, wondering if it's the right decision. The quicker you implement the information you're given, the quicker you are going to get the result that you want to get. When you don't implement things fast, you aren't able to gain that momentum that you need to become successful. The people who implement things straight away are the ones who develop quicker, who get the life they want quicker, who learn quicker, who lose quicker, and learn from those lessons even faster. You need the momentum to break free, and you only get the momentum by acting quickly and by acting succinctly. Law 7 is momentum. Now, I've said before, you're always either in an upward spiral or a downward spiral. The mistake I see nearly everyone make is they get momentum. You need momentum to break free. People will get a win. They stack $10,000, $20,000. Oh, let me just take the next 4 weeks off because I got some money to sit on. Bruv, you need the momentum. What are you doing? As soon as you get a bit of momentum, you need to keep going in that upward spiral, else you get complacent and you go like this. Oh, look at, and you eat shit, and then you're in a downward spiral. All right. If you get momentum, you need to keep that momentum. If something starts going right, do more of the thing that's going right and keep that momentum going, because it's the powerful thing that's actually going to get you to break free. If you get a win, if you start seeing success in something, go harder than you ever have before. You need urgency. If you get complacent, once you get a win, you're done. Finished, bruv. Law 8 is time. Specifically not wasting time and understanding how to use your time and not being lazy. Sloth is one of the 7 deadly sins. Don't be lazy. Use your time as effectively as possible. Wake up at 5 a.m. Bust 4 YouTube scripts out before 8 a.m. Go gym. Come home. Don't even go gym because there's too much time. Gym at home. More videos, more scripts, more sales calls, more everything. You can always be doing something with your time. There's no excuse to be sitting around, scrolling, beating your meat, doing dumb shit. Right now, watching this video, you're probably wasting like 6-7 hours a day. And yes, this is something that I'm guilty of. I've struggled with like not wasting my time because it's so easy to get caught up in doing stupid shit. Eating food is like takes like hours and hours out of your day. So you really need to be optimizing for always doing something. And it's a mentality thing. It's a matter of getting yourself to a place mentally where you feel ultimately super guilty if you don't do anything. Right now it's 8 p.m. I've just busted out like 4 YouTube videos because that's what I set out to do for the day. I said I need to record X amount of videos. I'm recording X amount of videos. If I didn't, I'd feel guilty. I'd want to kill myself. And on top of this, imagine you're not wasting 6-7 hours a day. When that compounds over time, you'll probably get to your dream life 2-3 years earlier. There's an argument to be made. If you're the type of person that's lazy, you're never going to get to your dream life anyway. If you are the type of person that's lazy and you're on track to your dream life, if you just weren't wasting time, you would probably achieve that quicker, meaning that you get to live a good life for longer. And that is the whole goal here, is you want to be living your ideal life as soon as possible, because then the amount of time that you get to live that life is longer. And the longer that you get to experience the peak life, the best life experience, the more time you get to do it. Would you rather be rich, successful now in your 20s, or can you wait till you're 40 to get some money? Who wants it at 40? Not me. I don't want to be rich at 40. I want to be rich today, okay? So make sure that you're optimizing, using all of your time effectively, and not setting yourself back 5 years just because you're fucking stupid and not focused. On top of that, we are basically living in the end times now. If you're not looking at the world and going, holy this shit's about to end, like the world is literally about to end, then I don't know what to tell you, because it's not looking good, bruv. And all you can do is, one, get right with God, because if this does end and you're not right with God, then you're going to hell. And then 2, make as much money as possible, so if they start throwing nuclear bombs, you can actually leave the country and do what you need to do and protect your family. You do not have time to be around going festivals, going clubs, and make sure you're making the most of your 24-hour day. Those are the 8 laws. Fuck off.